Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? Thanks for coming by again. Another update so soon. I know, pretty crazy. Had a haircut since I was last on, and I don't know if you can tell through the camera. This is actually a different colour on the wall here. But I think it looks identical through the camera. It used to be a slight shade of green, now it's a slight shade of brown. Very daring, I know, very daring. But it does look cool in person, honest. And it's a matte finish. Very nice. Got some recording equipment around me here. No, it's not a karaoke setup. I should be recording stuff for a new game. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, the reason I wanted to jump on here real quick is so Dementium the Ward is definitely coming to Europe for sure. Fact, not fiction. Fact. A year and a half after the US release. Better late than never. So I'm waiting on the final release date, but I'm told it will be in April this year. This year, 2009, and I should be getting a final date pretty soon. So yeah, so that's really exciting. So it's finally coming out. Jeez Louise, in Europa. So there you go. So I just want to give you a quick update, let you know. What else are we going on? Another game I didn't mention in the GBA that I should have done the other day. Hang on a second. Is classic Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. Really good stuff. I think my personal favourite Castlevania of the series. I mean, lots of people, probably prefer, I don't know, I guess more people prefer the Symphony of the Night, of course, on the PlayStation, for being the first kind of Metroid kind of style gameplay, I guess. But then there were the new DS ones, and I don't know, I can't get into the DS ones quite as much. I think I mean, they're great games for sure. But what I like about Circle of the Moon is it's just really simple, really boiled down. The magic system, it's pretty simple. The abilities are very clean cut. It's not really overcomplicated. It's a really simple, I think, elegant execution of gameplay. The artwork is maybe not as fancy as some of the later ones, definitely. But I think it definitely does an admirable job. Yeah, so anyway, so there's another one. Castlevania Circle of the Moon, GBA, definitely worth checking out. And I have played some more GTA and DS, and it's cool. I definitely have to, give him props for doing an amazing job. I mean, there it is. To prove I buy my games. For those of you that are still, downloading them and pirating them and stealing them, don't do that. Buy them. Professor Layton, people have been asking me about that, telling me about that. Yes, I've got it, I've been playing it. Pretty cool. Anyway, actually my wife has been playing it more. She appreciates it, I think, more than probably I do. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, but GTA, it's cool, I mean, they had like, I don't know how long, 2 years and 50 million people to make it. So it should be cool, right? After that amount of, if you're going to throw that kind of resources at a game, it better be decent. And it is. It's a really good game. I mean, the variety in gameplay and the amount of work they've put into not only the main core of the game, the driving and getting out and all that kind of stuff, but also the mini games, or whatever you want to call them, the touchscreen kind of interactive elements to hotwire a car and so on, are pretty solid. And just the sheer amount of, I guess, data that's in the game for you to do different missions or whatever, is really cool. But I find myself like, no, it's just not as just doesn't draw me in as much as some other games, and I play it and it's cool driving around and doing stuff, but nothing really draws me back to the game to play it again. Maybe because there's so many things to do, I'm kind of like, well, what shall I do? I don't know, can I be bothered to jump in there and do this to get to that and whatever. But very impressive, amazing kind of achievement in DS gaming, I think, for sure. But and this is going to sound weird because I'm a big fan of 2D stuff, even though you wouldn't know that because we're making 3D games. But anyway, I always have been a huge fan of 2D games. That's why I'm playing GBA stuff. But the 2D-esque nature of the game, the kind of isometric camera overhead, playing that. But I do wish sometimes that it would go into the third person and get me down there on the streets, like it does on the next gen, versions of GTA. Well, the PlayStation version of GTA. I do hope for that, you know, in the game when I'm playing. I kind of hoped that that would happen, and it didn't, which is weird, you know. It's weird for myself to realize that I wanted that, because it's absolutely no good reason to want that for the game. It works perfectly well without it. But I guess because I'm so used to games that get you in the thick of the action, you know, being that far away from it, playing the game, just feels a little strange, especially in a 3D environment, you know, where you think, well, the camera can go anywhere in 3D, right? Obviously it can't, because, you know, the reason they have the camera locked up there is because they can count on the amount of polygons and just assets, you know, functioning on the screen at any one time. They can control that. If you put the camera down there, you know, you'll be able to see down the entire street, and the DS probably couldn't handle displaying all of that, and you'd run into those kinds of issues. So, and I think are they using sprites? No, I guess everything's 3D. I think even the people running around. I don't know. They may be sprites. I don't know. But actually, I think they are. But yeah, it's just weird. I kind of find myself wanting to go in there. But anyway, so I mean, definitely, you know, rate, you know, GTA. I think it's a good game, but I don't know, it doesn't draw me into it. Not as much as